Hello everyone, this is Inception. It is a trust-conditional execution layer for AI inference. Instead of assuming AI outputs are safe by default, Inception ensures that AI results are only released after decentralized validation. Modern AI systems are increasingly agentic. They trigger workflows, modify infrastructure, and make high-impact decisions. But today, inference is unverified. Single model outputs are brittle, and agents lack objective confidence thickness. Inception solves this by introducing Inference Escrow. Inference Escrow, before going into the Inference Escrow, let's sign in with Google into the Inception app. Inference Escrow treats AI inference like a transaction. Outputs are held in escrow, validated by independent nodes, and only released if they meet configurable trust thresholds. The nodes are powered by Cortensor, decentralized inference network using proof of inference and proof of useful work. Let's get into the system. At a high level, a user submits a prompt or a client. The system runs inference, validates it across independent nodes, brings the results, and produces a single evidence-backed decision. Now we can paste the input to the text area and then click process. Let's walk through a live example. I submitted a security-related input and click process. Click the process. Each step of the pipeline is shown explicitly. First, the request is queued, then the LLM runs, next independent validators execute, finally results are blended and on. Evidence bundle is finalized. At the top, we see the blended result. The final decision here is escalate, meaning validators did not fully agree or confidence is mixed. The 66% confidence represents aggregated confidence across all validators after blending. The list summarizes where validators disagree. For example, one node found no CVE match while other recommend escalation. This gives immediate insight into why the decision was made. Decision mean release means it's safe to act. Escalate means human or higher cost validation is recommended. Eject means the output should not be used. Here we display the total number of validators used, and 5 nodes are recommending release, and 2 nodes recommending reject, and the 3 nodes recommending escape. The top actions found in the input text are efficiency in logging, BJWT rotation, open cost, match patterns like in sugar cookie, using HTTP only, and JWT express long. We also display the consensus percentage and the agreement breakdown and the decision distribution. That's it. 5 nodes displaying the release, and the 3 nodes displaying the escalate, and the 2 nodes displaying the reject. The donut shows the same breakdown with the proposal for visual scan. Here we display the top node summary. Contestant node 1 shows a release in 92% and the contestant 2 18% and the contestant 3 64%. This is the source distribution by confidence of each node. Here we can see the percentage of what contestant node as 14% and the contestant node as 2% and contestant 3 as 10% and so on for the rest of the 7 nodes. In this, we listed each contestant validated node. Each validated node is tested individually with its decision confidence and rationing. This makes every validator accountable. Nothing is hidden. Here we can see the stable confidence of each of the nodes. Each of the node represents each of the combination value and each of the decisions. When we click the view evidence for each node, we can see the node level proofs, replay hashes, and understand metadata. Metadata shows disagreements and the final nation. These artifacts can be anchored for audit or verification. Here we can see the attestation link for each of the nodes. For each node, the decision is mentioned, the content score is mentioned, the action is mentioned, and the output is also mentioned. And we also allocated the difference unique proof for each of the evidence. That is each of the nodes. Here you can see the decision of all the nodes. The final decision is made on the average of all the 10 nodes. This is what the decision is made in the final by taking the inference from all the nodes.